Hello, my name is Fabiana Fondevilla, and I would like to offer you a short and simple ritual for New Year's, which might help us bid farewell to this very challenging 2020 and receive 2021 with an open heart and a spirit of curiosity and possibility. So you can do it along with me, or you can do it later and just take the ideas or the basic gestures in this ritual and make them your own, adapt them any way you like. So we will begin by asking ourselves some powerful questions. And I encourage you to take the time to answer them, perhaps by writing. You could also answer them with friends or family, even via Zoom or whichever way you communicate these days. You can do this on New Year's Eve, or you can do it before or after, anything that works for you. So the first question is, how have I changed this year? What do I know about myself today that I didn't know when this year began? What strengths did I not know I possessed? What gifts? What resources? What intuitions has this year brought me about myself? That is the first question. So if you're doing it along with me now, please stop the video and take a few minutes to write about that. Then I would like to ask you, for you to ask yourself, what practices and activities and what people sustained me in the darkest parts of this year, in times of uncertainty or angst or fear or sadness? What held me up? What were my pillars? Perhaps it was prayer or meditation or gardening or being with your pets or speaking to some friend. Just bear in mind and write down what those practices were that helped you stay strong and sane during the most challenging parts of the year. Take a few minutes to do that. And then also I would suggest that you ask yourself what you would like 2021 to be about. What would you like to be the main focus, the main priority of the coming year? And most importantly, what practices or rituals will you need to have in place in order for that to happen? What do you need to bring towards the next year or the coming year that perhaps you're already doing, but you need to make this centerpiece of your day, or perhaps it's to include as pauses throughout your day? What do you need to have in place so that 2021 will be about what you decide you want it to be about? So those are some questions that I encourage you to reflect on. And then perhaps once you come to some conclusions and written them out in the most clear way possible, you can keep those handy, the answers or the questions, so that you can go back to them every now and again and refresh those answers, because they probably will change in time. And now I'd like to invite you to join me in a very brief meditation. If you have a candle nearby at hand, perhaps we can all light a candle to help us focus, since fire and candlelight has always been such a crucial part, or such a universal gesture of connecting to spirit and making silence. So I am lighting my own. And together we can close our eyes and still our breath just by observing it, and focus in the center of our chest, in the area of our heart, as if you were breathing from your heart, in and out of your heart. Feel that energizing breath in the center of your chest. Perhaps you can imagine that your heart is like a sun shining inside your chest. And And with every in-breath, that sun becomes stronger, warmer, more radiant. And with every out-breath, you shine out that light all around you, as if emanating those rays in a big circle all around you. So as you inhale, the sun becomes stronger and brighter. And as you exhale, you shine out that light towards everyone around you. And perhaps we can also imagine that from that center of your chest, there are ribbons of the color you would like, golden or red or shimmering white. And they are moving out from your chest in all directions, like glimmers of light, and surrounding the people closest to you at first, enveloping them in color and light and love. And slowly they move outwards and they transcend the limits of your house, the walls of your house, and they move out across the street into other houses, and they surround your neighbors, both the people and the pets, all living beings in your street, in your neighborhood, in your city. And those ribbons of color and light keep moving out in all directions, transcending borders, crossing oceans, reaching other continents, surrounding all the people and the animals and the plants that they come across, until we form an infinite network of connection. Stay there for a moment, breathing into that network of connected souls. Feel just how connected you are, how at one with all the souls that you have enveloped and that are at the same time enveloping you. And in that infinite vibrating field of color and light, feel what wants to emerge. Feel into the field of possibilities. That is always vibrating around us, waiting for us to choose and act on them to our highest knowledge and with our deepest loving intention. Perhaps there are images appearing in your mind. Let them unfurl. What wants to happen for you and for the world in this coming year? And how can you contribute to making it happen? What actions do you need to make? Who do you need to be close to? What energy do you need to send out? What creativity do you need to inhabit in order for the best good for all to emerge and manifest. I invite you to place both your hands on your heart now and make a silent vow to yourself, to your heart, to your highest being, that you will commit in every way you can to bringing your vision to life this year, starting today. Take a moment to savor the joy this anticipated scenario, this vision coming to life brings to you. And especially the joy of doing it alongside others who feel the same way and harbor the same dream, the same hope, the same vision. And now we can bow our heads in a sign of surrender, humility, and devotion. Because the mind always bows before the heart, before its deep and ancient knowledge, its deep and ancient wisdom. Take a few more deep breaths, letting this energy run through your body. Maybe you feel it as a tingle. As your breath goes through you. And we can slowly open our eyes and take our candle again. And just take a moment to give thanks for the goodness that we received this year, the goodness that we gave, the goodness that we were to others, the goodness that we received from others, from life. And just make a promise to ourselves or a vow or a prayer perhaps that we will be able to continue giving thanks for all that is to come and for making that dream of love and inclusion and belonging and respect one that is part of our lives each and every day. May it be so. Thank you for joining me. May it be a very beautiful and bountiful year for you and for all of us.